Most people believe success comes from big actions, big changes, big moments that suddenly transform their lives. But what if that belief is completely wrong? What if the real secret to massive success is not big actions at all, but tiny ones? The truth is, the life you dream about is not built in giant leaps. It is built in small actions repeated every single day. These are called micro habits, tiny behaviors so simple that they feel almost insignificant. But over time, these small habits create massive results. Think about this for a moment. If you improve just 1% every day, that tiny improvement compounds. 1% today becomes 2% tomorrow, then 10%, then 50%. Eventually, the person you become is completely different from who you were before. The biggest transformations in life rarely happen overnight. They happen quietly, slowly, through the power of consistent small actions. There's a famous story about the British cycling team. For years, they were considered average and rarely won major competitions. Then a new coach came in with a different philosophy. Instead of focusing on big, dramatic changes, he focused on tiny improvements. He asked the team to improve everything by just 1%. Better training routines, slightly better nutrition, improved sleep habits, even small adjustments to their equipment. Each change seemed tiny on its own, but together, those micro improvements changed everything. Within a few years, the team dominated international cycling and won multiple Olympic gold medals. That's the power of small habits. The problem is, most people ignore small actions because they don't feel important. People say things like, reading one page won't change my life, or 10 push-ups won't make a difference. But they forget something powerful. One page every day becomes 300 pages in a year. 10 push-ups every day become thousands over time. Small actions repeated consistently are stronger than big actions done once. Micro habits work because they remove resistance. When something feels easy, your brain is more likely to do it again tomorrow. Instead of trying to completely change your life overnight, you simply start small, so small that failure feels almost impossible. If you want to use micro habits to transform your life, start with one simple rule. Make the habit so easy that you cannot say no. If you want to start reading, don't aim for an hour. Start with just 2 minutes. If you want to exercise, start with 5 push-ups. If you want to build a new skill, practice for 5 minutes a day. These small actions might look tiny, but they build something incredibly powerful: consistency. Another powerful step is to connect your micro habit to something you already do every day. For example, after brushing your teeth, read 1 page of a book. After waking up, write down 1 goal for the day. After finishing dinner, spend 5 minutes learning a new skill. This technique makes habits easier to remember because they're attached to routines you already have. The next step is tracking your progress. Every time you complete your small habit, mark it on a calendar or habit tracker. Seeing your streak grow creates motivation. You begin to feel proud of your consistency, and your brain starts associating the habit with positive emotions. But the most important thing to remember is patience. Micro habits do not create dramatic results in one day or even 1 week, but over months and years, they create something extraordinary. They quietly transform your mindset, your discipline, and your identity. One day you look back and realize the small actions you once thought were insignificant completely changed your life. The truth is, success is rarely about one big decision. It is about thousands of small decisions made every day. Choosing to learn instead of scroll, choosing to move instead of sit, choosing to build instead of delay. These small choices are the building blocks of massive success. So today, don't try to change everything about your life. Don't chase some huge transformation that feels impossible to maintain. Instead, start with one micro habit, one small action that moves you closer to the person you want to become. Make it simple, make it consistent, and repeat it every day. Because the life you want is not created by giant steps. It is created by tiny steps taken again and again. And one day, those tiny steps will lead you somewhere extraordinary. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how micro habits create massive success.